The night seemed ordinary at first, until flashing red and blue lights splashed across my rearview mirror. I thought it would be nothing, just a broken taillight. A minor warning, a quick exchange, and I'd be home. The officer glanced at my license, and suddenly his demeanor shifted. His hand drifted toward his holster. "Step out of the car. Hands up," he ordered. My heart raced, but I obeyed. Innocence, I realized, offered no shield here. "Your wife reported you 6 months ago," he said, "about things you did to your children." I froze. "I don't have a wife or kids." The words felt clean on my tongue, unshakable, yet his eyes held the weight of a confession. Cold metal clasped my wrists. The slam of the patrol car door narrowed the world to a single, thundering thought. Who wanted me trapped in this nightmare? Accusations of a family I never had, crimes I never committed, and memories that weren't mine echoed endlessly. The officer slid over documents, printed reports, photos, dates, addresses, each marked with a signature suspiciously similar to mine. The sight made something deep inside me shatter. Someone had crafted a perfect double life for my identity, someone who knew intimate details no one else could. I faced a detective, answered every question without a tremor, but in my mind, I kept circling back. This wasn't chance. This was personal. When bail finally came, the outside air hit differently, heavier, charged, like truth itself was watching. I replayed the reports over and over. A fabricated family, lies soaked in personal knowledge. Only one person had access to enough of my life to construct such a web. Someone who once promised loyalty, someone who vanished without explanation years ago. Her face rose from memory, a warning I had ignored. At home, I sifted through old files, emails, shared documents, and archived photos from before we parted. I examined signatures, phrasing, and every tiny gap for clues. Piece by stolen piece, she had rebuilt my life in her image. The trail she left was subtle, but not invisible. Metadata in a scanned document, a forgotten cloud account linked to an old phone number. Each lead took me further, and I followed them methodically. I visited the addresses listed in the reports. No one knew me, but everyone knew the name she used, mine. Neighbors described a woman they believed to be my wife, with 2 children, quiet and private. The details fit her perfectly. She had forged a family around my identity, casting me as the villain. I contained my anger, letting it sharpen instead of erupting. Careful, deliberate, I gathered phone records, financial trails, surveillance timestamps, consulted attorneys, and documented everything. My kitchen table became a silent army of evidence. Each fact pulled me closer to a truth I dreaded yet needed. Confirmation came from a private investigator's background check. It revealed rental agreements, hospital visits, school registrations, all under my name, all orchestrated by her. And, at last, her real address. I went there, waiting in the parking lot until she appeared. Her eyes widened, not with fear, but calculation. She knew the moment had arrived. I handed her the folder I had assembled, reports, photos, witness statements, proof of her theft of my identity. She tried to laugh it off, twisting the narrative, but I stayed still, silent, a mirror she could not escape. For the first time, she realized I knew everything. That was when she cracked. I told her entire construct was unraveling. Schools notified, law enforcement involved, fabricated reports flagged as fraudulent. She reached for excuses, tried to manipulate emotions, but I didn't flinch. "This is the last time anyone will use my name," I said quietly. Her face folded into panic, not remorse. Fear of consequences she believed she'd never face. I walked away, leaving her trembling in the lot. There was no triumph, only clarity. The false world she tried to bury me under no longer touched me. Her lies belonged to her alone. I returned to my car and felt a weight lift. A quiet peace settled inside. I started the engine and left, leaving the past standing there, gasping for the truth it could no longer escape. Some people lose everything loudly. I realized losing someone like her was the first time I had truly won.